I've prepared for this sample by getting my piece of Petersham or grosgrain or stiff stuff or whatever. In this case, this is Petersham. And I've cut a point into one end. Then also cut a piece of fabric that I'm going to use to cover the belt that is 3 times wider than the belt and at least 1.5 inches longer. Lining up this edge of my fabric a little bit over the center line of the Petersham and stitching it only to within 1.5 inches of the point on this side. You can see on the back here the line of stitching, the point being free. I've pressed the fashion fabric around my belt, as you can see, original stitch, and then it's folded nice and tight, but not so tight that it collapses the Petersham. And then once more, leaving this nice fold right as close to the center of the belt as you can get it. Once I've pressed the turns into my over fabric, I'm going to mark the edges of where my point on my Petersham hits. I'm going to cut this edge down to 1/4 inch, and then I'm going to use that quarter to wrap over these edges. This is the point of the belt folded down on the face side. On the inside, you can see that though I cut 1/4 inch seam allowance, there's actually a fair amount of slicing and dicing in here to make the outer edge work nicely with as little bulk as possible. Once you've achieved a point that is pretty and that you like, press it down nicely and then slip stitch the pointed edge all the way down the body of the belt.